looking pretty grim here, guys. We've got it on the side of Burgoyne, got everyone else up. We're going to try and lock that front wheel forward and get the other Dmax to come up, see if they'll flat tow her up, because otherwise the next step is pretty much get probably Admiral towing out of here, which I can get to on the sat phone. Do you want to come up with us and leave this here for about half an hour so we can work on something, or do you prefer to stay with your vehicle?
I would absolutely love to come up with you guys.
Okay. Do you want to put everything down on your car, bring the winch in and just lock it up? I'm going to get some photos in a GPS position so we can figure out what we're doing. We just need I'm not abandoning the vehicle, but we just need to figure out a plan.
No, I agree.
And everyone's a little bit...
I need to reset
Yeah.
because I'm exhausted.
Yeah. You're not going to go anywhere here.
I can stay with you now.
No, we'll be a while.
I don't know if I can walk back up there.
No, we'll...
Physically, my heart syndrome, I've got no healing my feet.
Yeah, but I'm saying that Will's only around the corner. Will, don't go too far. We might be catching a ride with you. You guys just walk up. We're around the corner up there. And then we'll figure out a plan. It's a pretty serious situation. No one's in danger, but it is generally a semi-serious situation. So we just got to admin and figure out our plan because it is 4 o'clock. We've got other people to think about in the convoy, so go up and see what we're going to do from here. Poor old Dmax. We are on the way up, guys.
We get to take the Fortuner the rest of the way up.
Yeah, I'll try and navigate the Fortuner around.
Do you want me to come with you in case I need to grab winch and stuff?
Potentially. Thanks, so well. Yeah, sure. Yep.
How you feeling, Will?
Pretty tired, to be honest.
Day didn't exactly go to plan, but when do plans ever go exactly the way you want them to?
Well, guys, we just got out of... I just took the people that are going home out on this track here, so we just came back. I just piloted them out on Hickey Creek Track, back out to Lacola Road from the end of Burgoyne off Mount Margaret. So we're literally just down here at the moment, and we came all the way from here. So I'm going to go back now on the tarmac to Lacola, probably go back up Burgoynes so I run into the guys again, and then Steve and Shane get a head out because they were only here for the day. It's just, yeah, we have to get them back to the road at least. And then now I can go attend to the other people, which I think Will and that are already on their way back to camp. So, crazy day. Unfortunately, the Isuzu is going, it's getting towed back to the main road, Lacola Road, and then I think it's getting picked up by RACV tow truck or something like that. So, not a good day out for one car. Our Fortuner, we didn't break CV, so we're just trying to get it back into the housing without a boot. Just so we can drive in two-wheel and gives us opportunity to actually engage four-wheel should we need it. But we'll just have to see how that goes. It's about 6 o'clock now, so it's just a matter of getting back to them, really.
All right, well, looks like most things are back together.
Oh, yes, well, I've got look, it's not a clean fix, don't get me wrong. The boot's destroyed. There's nothing left of it. But I've put the rollers back onto it as best I can. You can see there, it's back into its housing, but the whole thing's going to have to come apart when we get back anyway, because those rollers are all destroyed. One of them's cracked in half, just about. It's literally just in there just to stop it from belting on everything while we're driving.
Well, guys, it's like almost 7 o'clock and I'm on Lacola Road at the moment. I dropped off Shane and Steve, who are heading home. That was their plan the whole time, so they're on tarmac, safely on their way home. I got onto the UHF travelling down Lacola Road with the boys up the top of Burgoyne where it meets Mount Margaret. Looks like the Fortuner is going to be moving again, and we've got a tow truck that's coming for Karina's Isuzu. Pretty much it's going to need a new steering rack, new diff. She blew a hole in the side of a diff as well. And I think the news from my Fortuner with Jordan and Wal looking at it, the tripod ends are just completely damaged. It's going to have to be a new CV for the driver's side on the Fortuner, so couldn't be helped. I mean, we had to try at least try and get Karina's Isuzu out of the situation. And I guess in that process, yeah, I unfortunately did a CV in the Fortuner. These are the things. I'm in my trusty Audi again because I had to navigate these guys, the other two guys that needed to go home. And now I'm heading back to Lacola because as I was passing Burgoynes Track, I got them on the radio and I've just spoken to them, and it looks like the best thing for me to do is get fuel because Will's going to need some fuel in the Adventra. So I'll chuck some on the roof and in my tank, and I'm going to do the track in reverse and meet them at camp. All going well, so hopefully in 2 hours, an hour and a half time, I'll run into them.
Alrighty, well, she's back on the ground. CV's as good as it's going to get. We're just going to limp it down to camp. It's about, I think about an hour that way, 45 minutes-ish, I think. Sun's starting to head down, so we should get to camp right as it's banking on sunset, hopefully. Just enough light set up. And then we'll have to get this CV fixed at some point down the track. But let's limp it down in two-wheel drive and hopefully we get there with no problems. Let's go.
Yeah guys, you wouldn't believe it. I called them, but I left a voicemail, it didn't come through. They actually came out, I think it's like 7 o'clock at night, and they're actually giving me the fuel I need to get the boys out of the trouble. So big thumbs up to the new owners, Lacola. Unbelievable guys, look at this. I'm just on Tambarootha Road, just taking a bit of a break on the way up to campsite to meet everyone else after getting fuel at Lacola after a big crazy day out on the track. Look at this guys, look at the views out here, unbelievable. Look at this, how crazy. Anyway, better make way, not too far away. I'll probably be another hour away from camp. About to turn on to B1 track and head out somewhere in there because the boys are somewhere travelling through all these tracks here. And I'm about to start the trip back into the high country. So here we go, it's getting dark. It's 5 to 8 currently. It's now 8:06. Travelling down B1 track, slow going. Best thing to do is to go slow, unfortunately. Can't really rush these things. I did get the... Yeah, briefly, it's very touch and go.
Yeah, I just think so. Yeah. I would have stayed with the one that worked with Luke.
Yeah, roger that. The camp you stayed at with Luke. Yeah, so pretty much guys, I'm actually getting them I'm getting them all the way back. They're on, they're still on Cromite Mine Track, just after Mount Margaret. I'm still getting them on UHF, and I'm all the way at B1, start at B1, so that's kind of amazing. That's how useful UHF is, and that's why you got to have one, because in these situations, you're in the high country without radio, this would be a very, very, very troublesome trip to recover from. So we'll be all guessing where to expect people. It's very useful to have. Anyway, I'll update you again when it's the next point. Just getting on the UHF still. We must be kind of line of sight facing each other at the moment. It's definitely getting dark. Struggle to start seeing stuff in my sunglasses, it's crazy. Really should have grabbed my other glasses in the other car before I left. Didn't even think about it. It's the only downside to swapping cars and not having a plan behind this in terms of, it's not so much not having a plan, but I didn't plan to still be out here in the dark. But I should have brought my glasses. This is some of the terrain on B1, guys. It's a bit cross-axled in some sections with wash-offs. Had a few surprise angles, but nothing unmanageable in this car. So that's good. Trying to stay vigilant because I'm on my own. Don't want to take anything risky. Just trying to get there type thing. So this section here is a bit of a steep section, a little bit, not crazy. But I think it has a switchback on it if I have come from memory. Bit of a rock step up there. True truck engaging, you can hear that. Whew. But that's pretty much what these tracks are like all the way up B1. You got to be careful because on the other side of those lips there's sometimes a massive drop. In four-wheel drive, you get one wheel right off the ground. And this, it's not too bad. So it looks like we're getting closer and closer, guys, to the other crew. It's really good, they're getting clear. And I just heard from Wal, who's in the Fortuner, he is only in 2-wheel drive with auto LSD turned on in the Fortuner. So we're pretty much looking like the plan's falling together. We should all reach back at camp soon. There's a few concerns for the Fortuner coming up this track, which I've just come down in 2-wheel drive. Which I've just come down in the Adventra, but the Fortuner coming up in 2-wheel drive could be a struggle. Not sure what we're going to do just yet. The plus side is the Fortuner actually lets you put, I think it's like a LSD engagement while you're in 2-wheel drive. So I don't know how that all works with the rear lockup. Never really used it, but I'm going to have to look in the manual tonight to see if we're going to be able to utilize that feature to get Well, I'll probably be driving while we'll be back in the this Adventra. But anyway, guys, I'll get you another update soon. And here's another little 4-wheel drive section. It's going slow because I can't actually see over my bonnet in some sections. I do know the track, generally speaking, but there's always surprises because tracks do change, guys. It is now currently 22 past 8. This is a, you can actually see the range lines. It's a very big drop here, guys. We're almost 30 degrees on an angle down here. It's actually kind of crazy. You can see the track up there. I think that's where the boys are at, coming down, because I'm getting them pretty clearly. I think we're going to lose them because, yeah, we're losing them. So they're going down on the other side of that mountain right there on the opposing side. So I'm going to lose UHF with them for a while, but it's all right because I've given them an ETA when I think I should get to camp. And Wal's actually heading this way, so, you know, that's... Yeah, it looks like they just got into the camp area now, so that's good. That's really good. I'm just going to put the opportunity out there. We are always learning new things. We do things on a learn basis. If you like watching this stuff, learning how we've learned how to all-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive off-road for the last 6 or 7 years now. All Terrain Action's where it's at, and I encourage you guys to consider subscribing and at least just see a couple of videos that we push out, see if it's your type of thing, and if it is, keep the subscribe on, and I mean, check out our content. This is one of the final bigger descents I need to go down before we get to camp. It's getting darker, as you can see. Not a lot of light. My roof bar light not working. I just went to check it. Fuse is blown. Not even going to try and replace the fuse because it's blown for a reason, so I don't want to add any issues currently. So we're just stuck with our normal lights. That noise you hear there, guys, that is the hill descent and the ABS system on the Adventra. Completely normal. Sounds terrible. Currently 30 degrees. Moving on to 40 degrees. We've got a whole section here. I don't even know if you guys can see that. That's sketchy as. And let the hill descent manage it, try and pick up traction there. Really got to manage it well. Slower is the best. It's that steep, it's crazy. Anyway, 8:40. At least a couple of minutes before anyway. Give you another update. Oh, this is not a good section. I don't like it when you get water like this and I'm on my own. Been through here recently, but it wouldn't take much to get stuck, especially if I chassis out. But this is basically the wetlands on Chromite Mine Track. If I remember correctly, there's a very, very deep hole here on the right hand side. Can't probably really see what's going on. Wombat hole section down here too that I've got to try and get through. That should be fine for me, but I don't know about the Fortuner. And that was the stick that went under. Yeah, that's the hole there on the right, I think. We'll try and avoid. And I think someone has actually marked it on the tree. But yeah, this is a wetland section, what I call the wetland section of Chromite Mine. See if I can get through this and do the river crossing, which shouldn't be too high. And then a little bit more of a trip to get to the other side. Yeah, that's the hole there on the right. Anyway, you guys have an update? No. Basically, this section here has got holes and then a river crossing. My roof lights randomly just decided to start working. Okay, I've missed a turn because this is the old crossing somehow. So I'm going to maybe there's a stump somewhere here. Should be a right turn track here. So I've just gone into the old camp spot, which the crossing used to be before the high flood. So there should be a track here to the right somewhere. That'll take me across a little river. Missed it, yeah. Down here. And it's pretty much a Wombat Holy. I'm trying to give you guys the best show possible. It's very hot. Really doesn't look that bad on the video, but it's actually dry through here. Oh, there we go. Here's the river crossing. G'day, mate. So here, guys, I ran into some guys on B1 that actually watched me do a loop. And if you just shine your light over on your partner's or friend's face, what do you reckon of the Adventra, mate?
This little thing, it's a Holden Commodore. Just seen these guys come around the bend here down the hill, and I was trying to figure out what kind of car it was, and then comes into the light and it's an actual f***ing Holden Commodore.
What do you drive?
79 series.
So you're kind of a bit surprised, aren't you?
Slightly, yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Oh, well, you got the channel now, so you'll be able to check us out and see what we've been doing for the last 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years, eh? Cool, man. I'm pretty impressed.
Keep trying to tell people.
Slow and low.
Yeah, mate. No worries. All right, there you have it, guys. Just another one.
Nice one, bro.
No worries, man. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, thanks for the tip as well.
No worries, dude. Well, here we are, guys. We are now on Chromite Mine track, off B1 track, and heading towards Shouldn't be too far away, maybe 20 minutes away from the camp now. Oh, 20 minutes, 10 minutes should I say, probably 10 minutes away from the camp now. It's pitch black, 10 past 9 now. And I'm just there, not too far from camp. Give you another update. Well, looky here guys, rocking up into the campsite finally. It's 9:30, so not too bad. A few people are set up here. Absolutely crazy. I don't even know what I'm going to do just yet, so park up and figure it out. But it's been a big day, so time for me to clock out. Right, good morning guys. It's 7 o'clock and I've just gotten up. Looks like everyone else is kind of awake. Just trying to catch their promise, 6 AM or something like that.